What's poppin'? It's time for Brawl Report. 88% guys, 88% on the battery. Let's freaking go. As you guys know, with these types of episodes, Brawl Report, we nosy around a little bit inside the community, a little bit lighter than Brawl News episodes, but still just as interesting. There's a lot of really crazy stuff that we need to get into here in this episode today that definitely shocked me, that's for dang sure. So let's get started. So starting things off here with some really surprising news. I'm not sure, it must have been sometime recent, I think might have been in the most recent podcast, but it seems like the Brawl Stars dev team is trying to do a little bit more collabs with other properties out there. I'm not sure if they're going to be like games or I don't know, collabs. Seeing that Brawl Stars doesn't necessarily do them a whole lot, really the only one that comes to mind is the Line and Friends skins and maybe Godzilla. Would you consider that an actual collaboration with Godzilla? I'm not sure. Might have been. Now with stuff like this, it's important not to take it like incredibly serious or anything like that, but with recent discussions like we just mentioned, it starts to get kind of interesting and we do have a little bit more to go off of with this as well. But a tweet from Subway Surfers kind of poking at Brawl Stars, right? Saying Rin and Ji Young, is it G or Yi? I'm not quite sure. I'm so freaking dumb. From Subway Surfers meeting Melody and Janet from Brawl Stars for the most supreme K-pop performance. Shout out to So on Instagram for the piece. So this is a fan-made piece of artwork, which, dude, it looks so freaking good. In my opinion, I feel like Janet and Melody would be fantastic for collabs with other games and stuff like that, you know, the K-pop genre and stuff, idols. I feel like that's kind of popular across the board, you know? Basically what I'm trying to say is I'm guessing it'd be much easier to collab with characters much like Melody and Janet than like 8-Bit and Rico or like Miko or something like that. Who knows? Now, of course, seeing that this is just fan artwork, it doesn't mean a crazy ton, but we do have some fun interactions in the comments down below. Yo, on my birthday, May 17th. That's funny. But doing the throwing up the love sign, you know what I'm saying? Interacting with Subway Surfers, a very large game. It would be sick, that collab. We would love it. Now, the reason I'm bringing any of this up is recently in a video that we made here on the channel, we had discussed that Frank was a part of a panel in Korea discussing things coming to Brawl Stars, right? This is where we got the info that Frank was going to be getting a remodel. It was dropped there. We didn't hear anything about it. This is the first time we're hearing about it, but there was much more discussed than just that during this panel. I haven't been able to watch the whole thing or anything like that, but of course there was individuals here that were able to listen to the entire thing. Now tying in this like fun Subway Surfers collab or just Brawl Stars collabs in general, I ended up stumbling across this tweet as well. Much like in Brawl Report, we just kind of graze in the community, but it translates to: soon Brawl Stars will do another fun collaboration according to Frank. Place your bets. Now there's no like basis here or evidence or anything like that. This guy or individual is just tweeting out information free willy. Like I can't confirm that they know. So with that being said, I ended up taking a look a little bit deeper into this account and what is being discussed on it, and there's a bit more than just that fun collaboration tweet as well. It seems like they're kind of relaying some fun beats from the panel with Frank and the other individuals. So yo, like I can't confirm this or anything like that. Normally in like a Brawl News episode, I would like to get like really concrete stuff so you guys will know and my reputation is in tatters, you know, saying like untrue things, but I thought it was interesting and at least would be worthy to mention in a Brawl Report episode. It could be a reason why Frank is out there in the first place. If they had mentioned that they wanted to start focusing on fun collaborations in the future, we might be seeing something along those lines. Speaking of which, some other information coming from this individual that could be a part of the panel that Frank was a part of was this one here. They end up saying there will be more skins and brawlers inspired by Korea and its culture coming soon. Normally tweets like this, I don't like to even like get into or anything like that because like where's the proof for anything? Show us like a clip or a segment, but maybe some people know more than we do inside the community, especially from that panel. Let me know what you guys think, and if you know any more information as to why Frank was in Korea doing that panel in the first place, I would love to know as well. Seems like there might be some other juicy information that we haven't seen yet from clips or anything like that. All we really know is, I guess, some hearsay or speculation or just people tweeting stuff stuff like this, and that Frank rework from that panel. Really, really cool, dude. But moving along to our next segment, as you guys know in Brawl Talks, or at least in recent Brawl Talks here, it is pretty custom to be able to get free items. Free is always good. Specifically a free pin that kind of encapsulates one of the seasons that's coming out. And this has been a practice for a lot of the recent Brawl Talks here. I don't know how many pins we've been able to get for free, but there's been a large handful. And one thing in particular that's important to take note is that these links don't expire that fast. They stick around a very long time. The reason I'm bringing this up is I stumbled across this tweet from Ash over here on Twitter, and I thought it was a really, really good idea. Obviously, I can't make it into like an entire video or anything like that, but I found it really, really important. If you guys are newer here to the community, or maybe you just didn't watch a Brawl Talk or something like that, maybe you've been on the casual side of things, I don't expect everyone to be crazy like me digging into everything inside the community. But Ash tweeted out all these links that still work on free rewards, and there very well could be more. I'm not quite sure, but I'm gonna leave all the links that I can find, and if there's any more, in the description down below. Seeing that these are old Brawl Talks, I don't know who is going back and like watching them for entertainment or anything like that. You might have missed these links and never get them before the link expires. So I think it's important that you guys pick up all the cool stuff if you don't have them quite yet. And there's actually a really, really good one in my opinion. I think the clown pin still works. If you ask me, that's one of the hypest freaking pins in the game. It's so BM, but still so good. So yeah, go ahead, claim all those links, dude. I don't want you guys miss out on free cosmetics. You guys know, hey, the trademark, one of them on this channel, free is always good. And I live by that, dude. We love free things here. Changing the pace just a little bit before we get into other segments in this episode of Brawl Report. Guys, when I'm scrolling around on Twitter, there's actually a lot of really funny stuff here. It's been a long time since I've done like a you laugh, you lose, or like, is Brawl Stars funny type video. Normally, Brawl Stars never makes me laugh or giggle, but there has been some funny stuff if you look in the right places. This, for example, I thought was really freaking good. It's advertised as a free rank 35. Don't tell anyone, right? We have Angelo here. New way to get rank 35 Angelo. And when I first started watching, I was like, yo, this might have some potential, right? Hey, he can go on water, much like Eve. Just camp a little bit, right? You're safe. No one can get you except possibly Eve if she's around. So you just camp, wait it out, good camping strat, and then you use your gadget to come back in once the poison comes, and you get your rank 35 just like, yeah. Dude, I thought it was actually gonna work out. I don't know. It's a meme. It's funny. It's good stuff. Come on now. It's good. There's some other cool videos that I had saved away for a rainy day on a Brawl Report type episode. This tweet in particular had me freaking blasted from Yappy Maru. I had no idea the actual potential of max hypercharge, and thanks to the Twitter buffering. Okay, there it goes. But look at this. You can just kick it to yourself. Look how fast you can go and score that ball. I guarantee that can be exceptional. A great way for you guys to score in the game. It's just ridiculous how fast she is with the hypercharge. Are you kidding me? Speaking of hypercharges, I'm really, really excited to see who ends up getting their next hypercharge here. I think we can kind of confirm 3, being Frank, Barley, and Mortis, which we'll be discussing that in a future like speculation video here on the channel. But who would be the other 3? Don't know, man. Looking forward to it. And then finally, I believe we had seen something like this here on the channel before. I don't know if Ash posted this before already or something like that, but it makes me laugh every single freaking time how crazy pressure the kit gadget has. Look at this. He goes into his gadget for a split second and it literally just causes mayhem. One little action, everyone tweaks. Also, teaming in Brawl Stars, dude, hey, that's what it's like. Freaking high trophies and showdown. What's better out there? I'm telling you. So good, dude. Hey, maybe a strat to actually do well or disrupt teaming in showdown. Pretty dang cool. It's funny as heck. But getting away from the videos, in a recent episode here, I believe in this one, 3 days ago, we had brought up a discussion about those power level 1 cursed accounts that they've been pushing to these absurd trophy milestones. To be honest, in that episode, I was going to highlight the Mortis brawler there, and I had to kind of improvise in a way where I thought we would see the brawler, right? There was a ton of people talking about the Mortis at 3,000 trophies at a power level 1, but of course, when I went to the Mortis leaderboards, they're no longer there. In my mind, I thought it was the trophy reset or a trophy reset or something like that I just missed, but I ended up looking into it a little bit, and it very well could have been that they might have gotten banned. As for the others that are pushing these crazy accounts up here to power level 1, this guy isn't, but it looks like some of these accounts have died down a bit. Like I can't find any of these crazy high trophy accounts at a absurdly low power level. I believe there was like a power level 2 kit or something like that. But the reason I'm saying they might have gotten banned here is I was looking around at Lopsa's channel, or at least a video popped up in my recommended. There's quite a few content creators that talk a lot about win trading and the problem that we have with it inside of Brawl Stars, which it definitely is a problem. There's a lot of people out there that are doing it, and hey, yo, I don't like teaming in Showdown, that's for dang sure, but if you take it a step further and you're win trading, it's like a step further. It's not good. And it is bannable, I'm pretty sure. I should know this, but I can't say 100%. Maybe you guys can confirm in the comments. But the specific video that popped up in question is here. 3 days ago, it is titled, "We banned the #1 Mortis 3000 trophy and other hackers." So I didn't watch the video, but it appears that there's been some hacking going on in Brawl Stars, bro. Normally in my videos, when we talk about like cursed accounts and these absurd milestones, it's easy to place a finger on how they could have done it, right? You can come up with these feasible ways where it might have been possible. Maybe like in duels, if someone's like broken in duels and you just carry with the 2 maxed out brawlers and then your power level 1 is just tagging along. I believe there was a very popular individual inside the community that ended up pushing a Sprout that way. But some of these start to get to that point where it's like, okay, things are getting a little out of hand. Is this honestly feasible, you know? I didn't necessarily say that I was assuming they were doing some malpractice in our recent cursed account looking for brawler account video. Don't have a name for it yet, but I was definitely skeptical underneath the conversation that we are having, seeing that I wouldn't feel weird if it was just like one brawler being pushed as a power level 1, this absurd trophy push with a very talented person piloting the brawler, or using a fun strategy or something like that. But seeing that there was like 10 different examples of people at power level 1 pushing to these crazy milestones, there was obviously something going on. So to kind of wrap up this ongoing story that we've had across a few episodes here in a nice little bow, according to Lopsa, this Mortis account very well could have gotten banned because of some malpractice and maybe some other accounts out there as well. Pretty dang scary. I didn't look into it a crap ton or anything like that, but man, it's very rare to have like hackers inside of Brawl Stars, so I guess it's just stuff for people who like breaking rules and who are much smarter than I am. Can't even wrap my head around it. But moving along here, I wanted to end things off in this episode on a little bit more of a fun note. This has been a bit of a more laid back Brawl Report episode, but I think it's fun to shed light on some of these really creative posts on Reddit. Recently, we ended up making a video about a new brawler concept, and it was kind of our first time coming back to new update ideas in a very, very long time, and I enjoyed the crap out of that video. So I'm definitely going to start looking into more of these ideas here for future videos, but I thought this one would be nice in a Brawl Report episode, how cool and how amazing this type of idea would be. This individual ended up animating specific gadget animations for every single stew skin. How dope is that? I believe actually over in the Chinese version of Brawl Stars, they have this for one of the stew skins. So it's a definite interesting potential that the Brawl Stars dev team could do for stuff like this. Could you imagine, bro? Gadget animations? That would open up a very interesting door inside of Brawl Stars. For goodness sakes, I think I've seen like at least 100 posts about the Spike reskinning of the cactus for his gadget that would match every single one of his skins. There's a lot of potential there, dude. A lot of potential, all I'm saying. But yeah, man, these look so dang sick. I mean, look at the Santa one. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. How do they even do this? So many creative people in this community. It's insane. But yeah, man, that's just all I got for you guys here in this episode today. Just hanging out, vibing out, chilling out, taking a look at some stuff inside the community. Be sure to let me know what you guys have to say, especially about that interesting like collaboration type beat that might be a potential in the future. Would really love to see more of that inside of Brawl Stars. They don't do it very much, so hey, we might be treading on some new interesting territory in the future. But yeah, that's just about all I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to slap a like on it, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll be talking super soon. Adios and take care.